The Federal Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, we call them ICE, is planning to open a massive detention center here in Oklahoma City, part of the Trump administration's ramped up efforts, they say, targeting dangerous people living in our country illegally.
Now, this is rumored to be placed in South Oklahoma City, south of I-40 along Council Road. The news of that caught many, including local leaders, by surprise. News 4's Spencer Humphrey tells us why one of those leaders says these plans are not helpful to anyone.
Well, news that this empty Oklahoma City warehouse will soon be home to an ICE detention facility for up to 1,500 people took a lot of folks by surprise, including city and state leaders who say no one told them about this at all.
It really caused me a lot of concern.
That was State Senator Carrie Hicks's first thought when she saw this report from the Oklahoman Sunday confirming ICE not only plans to turn this warehouse off I-40 and Council into a massive detention center, but is already well along in that process.
Folks weren't notified. Community didn't even have awareness that this was undergoing plans.
On Sunday, the Oklahoman reported the U.S. Department of Homeland Security sent city officials a letter saying the warehouse will soon house up to 1,500 ICE detainees for weeks at a time. The Oklahoman also reporting DHS did not tell city officials or other local leaders about the plan until that letter because federal law doesn't require them to. Now, less than 24 hours since that news, anti-ICE signs are already popping up outside the building, and leaders like Hicks have plenty of questions.
I'm an elected official, and lots of people have questions and are justly concerned that this could be already developed and in plans for implementation.
Her concerns stem from what Hicks sees as a lack of care, accountability, humanity, and due process from ICE as it's ramped up enforcement efforts this past year.
At the heart of it, we have a federal immigration policy. And what we're currently seeing is not an extension of what we know to be the processes in which folks can come here legally and receive their immigration status and become citizens of the United States of America. And there are some terrible and very troubling stories that continue to occur that are occurring currently, particularly in the South Side.
Hicks is also worried the location is meant to send a message.
Less than 2 miles from Western Heights School District, which I've seen said or reported that 50% of the students that attend Western Heights are Hispanic. And so as I'm thinking about those students, and I'm thinking about the parents, and I'm thinking about the impact to that local community, it is appalling.
And for the Department of Homeland Security, she has her own message.
We don't want your detention facility. If there are specific individuals that have warrants who absolutely need to be apprehended to protect public safety, then continue to do things through our normal way of operations. Continue to make sure that these are targeted operations and not community-wide sweeps that throws everything into turmoil, because when the federal government leaves, our city will be left holding the price tag of diverting public services or public safety resources. The fallout will be immense, and we, as the local residents, will be left with that fallout.
In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Spencer. Also this, because of the federal holiday, we've been unable to reach out to anyone with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Additionally, the Oklahoman reports the phone number listed for DHS officials overseeing this project has been disconnected since Friday.